Is it gonna do it again? Is it supposed to be that way? What does it sound like to you guys? Is it supposed to be that way? There's such a boost. Ugh. Last game I chose male. What was that? Fable. We're gonna alternate between games. The life seed is said to contain an incredible earth-shattering power. While mostly written off as a myth, some archaeologists are still determined to track down the elusive team, luring some to incredibly remote locations. The elusive item. Oh. Am I able to turn this back up? I can turn it back up. That's crazy. Curious as to why they did it. Or if it's something with my specific setup.
Hey, looks like I missed you. I just wanted to wish you luck before you headed out. I still can't believe you're doing this. I mean, hunting down the... what was it? The life seed? You gotta admit, that sounds crazy. I mean, even if this mythological thing that can shatter worlds or whatever actually exists, what are the chances of you tracking down this ancient relic in the middle of the Rocky Mountains? Listen, I know you want to prove the thing exists. I get that. It's an adventure. Hell, it's your career, but can't you do something normal like the rest of us and just backpack Europe or something? Spend a month in Thailand? But hey, if by some miracle you find this thing and become the most famous archaeologist of all time, beers are on me. I'll even trade in your tinfoil hat for a whip and fedora. I just really hope all those canoeing lessons pay off.
It's just... Why has it got this crazy reverb or whatever it's called? Actually insane. I have to turn down something. I don't know what I can turn down for that. I put it on quad before in the vain hope that it wouldn't... Is it just a headphone mode? Please, headphone mode? Shit. Alright, we're gonna lower the master volume and then raise the recording volume. How's that sound? Pretty good? I thought you'd like it. Good stuff. Let's hope it doesn't do that for too much longer. Well, what the hell? Useless discount canoeing lessons. I hear you. Right now this is feeling choppy. And the reason that is because it's at 60. I believe we're turning that off. Oh, it's so smooth. Smoothness. Smooth. Where the hell am I? Dodge. Very similar control scheme to the last game I was playing. Very similar control scheme to the last game I was playing. Alright, sorry, just had to check whether the volume was loud on my stream or not. Problem. Trial under fire and all that. Alrighty. Oi, that's a nice view. Look at that. That's bloody background worthy almost. Giving a bit better textures on the ground and rocks. Got them out and get a nice skyline. Very nice. This game, the bottom right here. Ooh, I thought my green screen was playing up, but it's actually a vignette, or however you say that, on the edges of the screen. This is definitely the Valley Scuffed stream. Scuffed Valley stream. Shitty Valley stream. Huh. Oh yeah. Old army truck must have crashed here ages ago. Just puts it on, as you do. Pendulum. Leaf suit manual.
As a Pathfinder, you will be tasked with operating and testing the newly developed Leaf suit as our hard-working scientists at Pendulum develop new ways to empower our troops fighting the war in Europe. With the power of the Leaf suit, you will be able to perform unimaginable feats. Leaping high into the air. Sprinting as quickly as a cheetah. Even manipulating life and death itself are part of the many stunts accomplished by the Leaf suit.
The last one's a bit strange.
In addition to these marvelous wonders, an audio reel recorder built directly into the suit allows a Pathfinder to conveniently listen to important intelligence, hands-free during training exercises. And don't forget to keep an ear out for new upgrades available for your suit, as our scientists continue looking for new ways to improve the fearsome might of the Leaf suit. Good luck and safe journey as you test the limits of this amazing new technology.
Okay. Cool. Leaf suit, huh? Whoa! Jumpy boy.
Virginia King. Audio Journal, June 4th, 1941. Shortly after the outbreak of war in Europe, I was enlisted by the Army to study the history of this valley. The mysterious forest sprites seem to be the last living remnants of the long-lost culture that once lived here. A large number of them seem to inhabit the northeast sector of the valley, just past the ruins where the life seed, rumored to possess an
Non-slopes to gain momentum.
earth-shattering power, was found. That's as good a place as any to study them.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Feeling like a Body Castle game. These are the best flash animation. Amrita. Same as Neo. Oh. Some of these powers aren't like the others. Ah. Shit. Lost all my momentum. It's all gone. I'm a slow dude again. Taken from nearby. Oh, interesting.
The Army calls this valley Area 634, but I've ascribed a new word for it. Susurrus. That
Susurrus.
word seems to rival the majesty of this place. I suppose that would make its ancient inhabitants officially known as Susurians. To think these ruins have existed here for so long. They predate any known civilization on the continent.
Really?
They seem to have infused the life energy from trees into their infrastructure, but how?
Energy upgrade. Capacity increase with capacity upgrades. Find 4 to complete an energy constant. Maybe from Pathfinder, I could watch these sprites all day. I can't believe how friendly they are. Brave enough to come right up to us. I guess they have no reason to fear us. We aren't natural predators to them at all. Oh.
Luckily for me, the military is helping to explore all these ruins through the soldiers piloting L.E.A.F suits. They call these soldiers pathfinders. They can trek through terrain normally inaccessible to someone like me.
Icons gain access to certain ancient doors. Lines are said to be used to access an ancient
My
pyramid.
back home's gonna want to go joyriding in a L.E.A.F suit. But until the military's project comes to a close, we're cut off from any contact outside the valley. I guess the world will have to wait just a bit longer to get their hands on these rides.
Icons. Of course. The acorn icons. Oh shit. Soldiers spotting leaf suits leap effortlessly through air functionality, unknown as Pathfinder's ability to manipulate life with running speeds up to 110 kilometers an hour makes them a deadly addition to the battlefield.
Just what are these glowing orbs that everyone is making a fuss over? They're absolutely beautiful. They seem to grow randomly throughout the valley. I know nothing about them other than that they are indigenous to this valley and that the army is using their energy for their war project. That's about as much as they'll tell me. It's such a shame. I wish they would just let them be. But I suppose it's the whole reason we're here to begin with.
That's exactly right. Shit, I got stuck. Valley help. This series content to functionality less used to return to life after dying. Okay, so you can only die a certain amount of times before that thing starts to have a go at you. And you gotta fix up the environment to gain your life must be traded for life. The more you die, the more the valley will die around you till it's fully deadened. That's a weird form of immortality. Every time you're killed, your damage is transferred to the area around you. So that reminds me, there's a character in in Wham. What's his name? Can't remember his name. It might be King. And his power was like he had super strength and durability and a bit of super speed, like the standard brick. But his real power was anyone he touched within the last 24 hours. If he took any damage, he could transfer all that damage to those people. So if you like killed him, you'd have to kill him like 10 times if he touched 10 people in the last 24 hours before you'd actually be able to kill him. And since they're all innocent civilians, you can't really like go after him with lethal intent because they'd just all get killed.
According to my interpretations, once every
I think that's how it went anyway.
the Titan tree will produce the mythological and famed life seed, said to possess the power to shatter the world into fragments. No wonder the military is so interested in this place.
This is the life seed. Sacred trees are common within mythologies around the world, like Yggdrasil, yeah. Typically acting as symbols of growth, decay, and resurrection. Some act as concepts such as the world tree, Yggdrasil, except it's like I don't know how to pronounce it. It's not Yggdrasil, it's something else. Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil, something like that. Norse mythology, which provided a map for the composition of the universe, acting as a link between heaven, earth, and the underworld. More recently, in Christian belief, the Tree of Life represents the immaculate state of humanity before its exposure to original sin, causing its fall. Oh nah. Titan's roots. Titan tree's roots activate all the obelisks. Gonna follow the markers on my map. About that. Whee! Oh, look at that thing. Just feeling pretty open worldish. A lot more open world than I originally thought it would be. By giving life to trees, there's a chance one or more golden acorns will drop. Give me that shit, bruh. Oh, what do they do? I have 8 golden acorns. Okay, so I need them to open doors. Those are loud ones, sorry dudes.
The playful little sprites of this valley, which I've come to call daemons, are so lively.
Daemons.
I've done my best to study their behaviors, but without a zoologist on site, I'm mostly coming up dry. They're completely harmless, so the army tends to ignore them as they go about their research. I wonder if the world would clamor to have these daemons as pets. I'm sure my mother could use one. Better than all those feral cats in her backyard anyways.
Yeah, fuck those cats. What do they think they're doing there? This feels like a pretty chill, just platformer. Hope from Virginia King. My mother would tell me stories of daemons as ghostly and benevolent nature spirits. That name seems fitting. We'll have to do for now until zoologists can classify the forest spirits more appropriately. I hear you. Took the words right out of my mouth. Took the font right out of my keyboard. Or something. Was almost some Naruto-chan music. Naruto-chan! It's so kawaii. Yes. Naruto! Go fuck yourself. I'm liking the mobility. I wish you could I wish the momentum kicked in even when you weren't going downhill. That'd be nice. Oh shit, I was sick. Momentum will unstable, blunt force may cause collapse. You better believe we're getting another run up. What was it? Sick. Here we go. We're gonna zoom! Barry Allen, the fastest man alive.
According to legend, the life seed is said to be a bringer of death on a global scale, splintering the earth into fragments. Such end-time scenarios are common across mythologies, from the apocalypse to Ragnarok.
Yeah.
However, it's unusual for the event to surround a particular object, especially one acquired by mortals.
Is that true? Hold on. There's Gilgamesh's sword. Although that's a world-ending sword. I don't think it was ever said to end the world, but it could end the world. It had the ability. I think of items. How about the Doomsday, the Mayan calendar? So that wouldn't really count. I'm also struggling to think of any fairy tale items that cause the end of the world. Or folklore. Shit, I'm into this kind of stuff. I'll have to think about it. No. Just a swim. Very heavy equipment, this makes water incredibly dangerous. I did notice that. Thank you for informing me about that. Game. Oh. Luckily I have some ability to control the direction of my mass somehow. Literally jump one way and then somehow turn around and stop my momentum entirely. Very bizarre. It's not how momentum works. Oh. You better believe I'm gonna start running fast soon. Super slow. Shit. Can I make that? I got that one. Luckily I can control my mass in midair. Imagine being able to do that in real life. You just jump and then throw your mass even higher. Or like cancel it out.
The origin of this valley's inhabitants continues
This
to
is tricky as shit.
They seem to have coexisted with the mysterious forest sprites.
Some civilization capable of making statues.
Civilizations such as the Olmec, with their renowned colossal headstone sculptures dating back to 900. Strangely though, the Olmec civilization was much younger and located no less than 5,000 kilometers away from here.
Here we go, getting the speeds. No, don't do me like this. Oh, big tree got bigger.
How did this civilization take hold so far north? The land here isn't arable, yet the population that lived here was clearly sedentary in nature.
I see whereabouts.
This leads me to believe this place was used as a sacred ground. Are these monuments to the mythical cannibal giants of native lore? The Saiteka?
Hell yeah, what is that? Get to higher and further areas by double jumping with the Icarus boost upgrade. Each boost costs 1 unit of energy. Icarus, cool. Went from Pathfinder, just my luck. First day of training run, and what do I run into? One of...
Beginning Pathfinder testing on the Icarus boost upgrade. The secondary boost augmentation to the L.E.A.F suit should allow a Pathfinder to jump twice in sequence through the air, increasing the height and distance of their leap drastically. Report any defects to a commanding officer immediately.
Cool. One of the Amarita swarms they kept on warning us about in the briefing. The darn thing nearly killed me. Thank goodness I had enough energy to pacify the swarm. What on earth made them so damn aggressive? Question mark. Oh, little foul. Oh, it takes up energy. I'm not going to be spamming that one. Do 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 do. I'm from Virginia King. While pyramids are common throughout Mesoamerica, I still couldn't believe my eyes seeing one such structure here in the valley. Thankfully, the military had the decency to build one of their grotesque facilities a few hundred meters away. Apparently, the Pathfinders are seeking a way to get in by gathering artifacts. That's bizarre.
how rarely a life seed is produced. I was so excited when I discovered there was one found in the valley. Apparently the military was just as excited as they immediately confiscated it to study at the Soma facility on the mountaintop. They won't let me anywhere near it.
Top of the elevator shaft outside. Life seed cradle. Organic structure housing embryonic plant. Embryonic? Embryonic. I'm not a scientist, okay? I don't know these words. I don't use them in daily life. I'll do my best to pronounce them. I'm running up a slope, clearly. Wait, am I? And my perspective's broken. I'm a little bit confused. This is downhill. What the hell is up with my perspective then? That's bizarre. Beware of Amrita swans, they can be pacified with life energy damage from their attacks. Fix your energy count. Where are they? What do they look like? What am I looking for? From research, Amrita swarms indigenous to the valley are incredibly aggressive. It's advisable to maintain a considerable distance between oneself and the swarm, otherwise it will send a wave of attack drones towards the victim. Like a bee's defense, the swarms will suicide themselves to protect the rest of the cluster. Just gotta boost him with energy. I hear you.
If there's one thing I could do without in this valley, it's those damn Amrita swarms that seem to infect this place. They aren't so bad when they're calm, but when they're starved of Amrita energy, they become incredibly aggressive, sending waves of drones toward intruders in suicidal attacks. They seem to be becoming angrier the longer we're here.
Because you're having some effect on the ecosystem. Once you cast increase your suit's energy capacity by 4 units. I'll take it. Generators used by the army have been designed to accept and read energy. Try activating one of your suits. Well, it sounds about like what an elevator would sound like. When Pathfinder dies while wearing a leaf suit, they are revived at the cost of other nearby living things. This exciting yet dangerous functionality is known as quantum immortality. interesting. Wait, isn't there a JoJo character? I haven't actually seen JoJo. I think there's a JoJo character that has the same power, and he ends up, his power is he can, if he stands completely still in a certain stance,
From what I've been told,
he'll absorb
tourists
any
discovered
damage and
that
it'll
in
hit the
1811
environment
by
around him instead of him.
surveyors seeking to map this remote region. No one believed what he reportedly saw. Due to the sheer remoteness of this region, his story was written off as the senile delusions of an old man, and his tale was soon forgotten. It was not until recently that the government was approached by a scientist named Andrew Fisher to use this location as an alternative energy project of some sort. How he came to discover this place is beyond me.
McDavid's been riding me again. Whew, we're gonna leave it at that. Damn, McDavid. Alright, the mobility is pretty cool. It's satisfying being able to just fucking boost around and control your momentum and mass. Very cool. The scale of the surroundings feels a bit off. What was that? Why is it angry when there was Amrita everywhere around it? I gotta get me some run fast all the time boots, if that's a thing. Or faster acceleration. Or acceleration while on level ground. Any of the above would work. More speed. Quicker starting speed. Yikes. Or more stable speed? I'll speed more often, I guess. You better believe I'm going zooming. Yeet! Huh. Functionally immortal man. Cannot be stopped or reasoned with. Well, I'm here again. Looks like an area. So clearly they tricked me. I saw the box with items in it and I went straight for it. Yeet! That actually looks like you can get in right there. Oh, chill the fuck out. feel like this kind of mobility was what shit, I can't remember what the game's called. You play as a rabbit. It's like a fairly old game. It used to be called Lugaroo, I don't think it's called that anymore. It was like 6 slow motion combat if you turned on the slow-mo. Oh, getcha, getcha. Give me that shit. Back from work, I work in the pipes. Ho ho! Well, this place is a real pain. It's as though they went out of their way to build their facility in the worst place imaginable, just to make it tough on lowly pipe fitters like me. Repairing a pressure system leak takes me half the day just to get to it. Can't pay me enough if you ask me. Me either, my dude. Wanted to all personnel, please keep a safe distance away from Amrita swarms. They often become territorially aggressive when in need of Amrita. If a swarm is blocking access for you, please request for a Pathfinder to pacify the swarm. Territorially. It's a hard one to say. Man, I've been playing too much Alan Wake. Every time I hear a noise, I assume it's a thing right behind me. Pardon me. Just exploring the shaft. Oh, here we go. I was expecting to slide. I'm aware and lead this incredible experience. No one outside myself can possibly observe it. The best way I can describe it is a daydream. One sometimes gets lost in a dive by falling into a lake. The next second I'm standing by the shore. No one else being the wiser about what just happened. Is it even real? The mental horror is still there. Swing yourself up to a new place with this Viper coil upgrade. Allowing Pathfinders to latch onto Deadeye crane blocks. Each use costs 1 unit of energy. Hell yeah. This is awesome.
The Viper coil upgrade to the L.E.A.F suit allows Pathfinders to grapple onto certain target points within a limited range, allowing them to reach areas where jumps prove insufficient. For testing purposes, the Viper coil is currently limited to particular targets.
Very nice. Coming through that door just then made me want to play Shadow of the Colossus for some reason. Note from a Pathfinder, we got a large push since fairly mapped out so far. As far as I know, we've explored most of the acorn doors. I hear there are a couple of squads with almost enough medallions to access that big step pyramid. Did anyone ever do it? Level upgrades, is that it? Oh. Momentum. Note from Virginia King, Samsara, the repeating cycle of birth, life and death, affected by the karma fostered during one's life. Is that what Pathfinders experience, constantly dying and reviving? According to Buddhism, there is no beginning to the cycle, but it can, however, be broken through enlightenment. An energy upgrade. But that's pretty solidly useful. Oh. This is where I got debated before. From an engineer, ever since the Pathfinder program decided to use the Deadeye crane blocks as part of the training, my engineers have been consistently putting themselves in harm's way to set them up. One poor fellow tragically fell to his death while stringing up a Deadeye across a chasm. We don't even get to wear a damn leaf suit, otherwise he may have lived always. Well, fuck. If it's something that's easily teachable. Oh no. At one end. Then obviously just teach the people with the suits. Or teach an engineer how to use a suit. Fuck.
Only authorized personnel are permitted on the premise. In accordance with the War Measures Act, extreme security screening and clearance is in effect. All personnel entering cargo bay require appropriate badge identification.
Or not. Cooling pipes B, huh? That looks like something I can run up to, maybe? Something I'm going to unlock. Oh. That's pretty sick. Where have I seen these before? Apex Legends?
As lonely as it's been with the isolation policy in effect,
Kamino?
I've often found myself in the company of a Pathfinder named Edwin Hall. The things he can do in a leaf suit are astounding. Some nights we'll head to the rooftop above my office and watch the aurora. I have no idea what he could possibly see in me, though. I tend to ramble a lot. I mean, who wouldn't find Mesoamerican calendrical systems anything other than fascinating? Guys love that stuff, right?
You said it. He absolutely can't get enough of it. Oh. I'm from Pathfinder. Everyone here thinks I'm a liar. No one believes I got attacked by a grizzly bear during one of my runs. Luckily I managed to extract a slap hook and swipe at my face really far before turning back to return its life energy. Hope I never see the likes of him again. What? Fingerish ribs. Fingerish ribs that grab you and wrap you up tight. When you sleep, sleep in fright. Breath is squeezed as blade creeps. Breath is squeezed as blade creeps in. Taste of copper, my sweet brethren. It's creepy as well. Squad skirmish, time jumps. Gotta believe I'm the fastest guy around. These medallions are getting cleaned up fast. Getting to that pyramid first is going to be tough. Hopefully I'll find some more quick. I want to be the first to explore it. Not, I'm going first, yank. Big hops. How long has this been abandoned? Where did everyone go? Sounds a bit like the Journey composer. Oof. Alright, I'm not going that way. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, that was close. Seed found within the valley produced once every 1,000 years from the so-called Titan tree has been confiscated by military and taken to the Soma facility for scientific purposes. And choose orbs nearby technology from storage cells to restock your reserves. Was a bit too epic. If you have anything to be a Pathfinder, but there's no way I'll ever be eligible unless I suddenly lost 60 pounds. That'll never happen. Too bad. I bet you could pick up a lot of girls in those things. You could pick them up. I think it would impress people really. In that way. In the Summer facility, we are surrounded by the Amarita fuel slugs extracted from the valley. As such, we tend to be isolated from the effects of the Pathfinder's quantum depth side effects. I was amazed to one day step out of the facility to see scores of trees dead around me. Wait. They take life energy. Did they kill the environment so badly that they started killing each other? Like, taking life energy of each other?
September 17th, 1942. My name is Andrew Fisher,
And
leading
I, Fish
physicist and head of
Andrews.
Project Pendulum. Pendulum is the research and development project directed by the Army Corps of Engineers to produce a weapon of mass destruction that can bring an end to the war through the unconditional surrender of our enemies. In response to the spy-ridden efforts of the Manhattan Project, headed by my cohort, Robert Oppenheimer, Pendulum has been founded under the utmost secrecy. Funds, pride, and soldiers' lives are all on the line in a race to win the war, thus giving rise to the name Pendulum.
Okay. Jump. Hop. And skip away.
As a precaution to both Nazi and Soviet espionage, Pendulum's location and purpose is unknown to the outside world. Taking a cue from the Manhattan Project, only a small few know of Pendulum's purpose, operating under the guise of an alternative energy project. As it came to light that Manhattan had been plagued with espionage, it was agreed upon to shroud Pendulum within the government itself. All those who knew of Pendulum's true intent are here. Though admittedly extreme, we can ensure an ironclad umbrella of secrecy. Information can only come in, and none can go out. As far as anyone outside this valley knows, Pendulum does not exist. This valley does not exist.
It does. He's lying. It does exist. I know it exists now, so somebody knows it exists.
Welcome to the Pendulum Research and Development Site. All personnel must report to the front desk with appropriate security clearance.
Researcher, finally got to see one of those orbs out in the wild while I was on leave for the day. There's something surreal about them. I stared into it for who knows how long. Did everyone do the firefly and bore themselves to death? Or lazy themselves to death? Due to the power strain as the reactor ramps up production to meet our increased quota, we've experienced frequent power outages. As such, I've ordered Amarita generators as a backup power source to be temporarily installed throughout the facility. Okay, it should cease to occur. What did that? We better finish up this project soon. The supply drops are only scheduled to arrive for a few more months. Otherwise, due to the isolation policy, we're on our own. Pilots know nothing of this operation other than their orders to drop off supplies to this location until the end of the year. I think they were told this is for the mining operation. No wonder Fisher is going mad over our timelines. Stop me dead in my tracks. Private Riley. I've been ordered to patrol the same facility again today. I've circled through the same rooms 30 times since noon. I still get to smile at the cute scientist in the pressure chambers each time. She doesn't smile back at me yet. I hope she doesn't find me creepy. That is a little bit creepy. Especially if you do it 30 times. That's something in my eye. It's hard to think about what exactly our life is once you've experienced quantum death. What exactly are the ingredients that make up my life? My ingredients aren't really any different than anyone else's. Carbon, calcium, hydrogen, etc. all together with some energy. So what exactly makes me me? I guess if anything I'm just a pattern. One that forms out of the chaotic blender of matter in the universe like a whirlpool out of the water. When I die, that pattern simply dissipates back into the cosmos. Are we all the same universe simply expressing itself? Maybe. We're all space dust. It's not really space dust, that's just what we call it. Who knows what it actually is? Dum dum dum. What is matter before it was called matter? Yoink, my power now. Oh. Research, a large-scale extinction event occurred in North America near the end of the Pleistocene period. Interestingly, the epicenter of the extinction seems to stem from this valley's location. Could Area 634 have anything to do with it? And these words, they're hitting me with them. Thought I was had a pretty decent vocabulary.
Almost at a loss for words. This is the discovery of a lifetime. No, of the 20th century. Have I found Schrodinger's cat? This is beyond my wildest imagination. As a result of the reaction between the Amrita energy and a Pathfinder's own life force, they experience what I have dubbed quantum death. When a Pathfinder dies while wearing the suit, their consciousness branches into a new reality, unharmed. They achieve quantum immortality.
And what, they bring back the reality that survived and drag it back to this one when they do it, and then the other reality dies again. It's almost like a save state. Schrodinger's cat, that's where there's a cat in a box and it's radiated and you don't know if the cat's dead or alive until you open it, so it's in a superposition of both dead and alive until the box is open, I believe. Now the isolation policy is in effect, I found out this is a weapon project of some sort. I still don't know much, but I hope to find out more. Just wish I could talk to my family back home, let them know I'm doing okay. Boilermaker. They told us we're building some sort of alternative energy facility here, but little else. Tradesmen are only allowed in certain areas at certain times for certain jobs. They're keeping us completely in the dark, having us all focus on a single task at a time rather than giving us any hints into the big picture. What are they hiding from us? Memo, please refrain from wasting office supplies unnecessarily. Stock is running low. Please exhaust all office supplies to their full extent. Oh. Be healed, young tree. Psychologist. Several guards on night watch have reported large creature sightings. Some of them are a little shaken up by it. It might just be that being stuck out here in the middle of nowhere for so long is finally getting to them. Either way, we need full annual psychological assessments for all personnel in the near future. Charlotte Smith, Psychological Operations. Can you give something too much? My first immediate thought is you give something too much life energy and it gets bigger and more vital, I guess. Has more vitality. Remember, please report any suspicious activities to an officer immediately. Any hesitation could place the entire operation in jeopardy. What? I'm a little bit lost. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing down here. I'm supposed to be searching for the life seed, but... The energy orbs growing here are the key to the valley. Pendulum completely depends on the vast magnitude of energy these orbs contained within them. Regardless of where they came from, they are the key to ending the war. Through Pendulum, we can harness the so-called Amrita energy of the orbs and release it however we see fit. Oppenheimer's atomic bomb will pale in comparison to what we can produce here. Yikes. That no-good Simmons is sucking up to Fisher again. He's always first to volunteer for assignments. Why did he write this down? No surprises, Fisher can hardly enter a room without him following. He's not even all that smart, just great at agreeing with everything Fisher has to say. Is that how you get ahead these days? Apparently, it's called toadying. Being real sick of your attitude, Ralph. I saw you sneak into my office to steal pencils again. I'm running low and really need them for my work. Next supply drop isn't until the spring. Stop stealing my pencils, please, and thank you, Frederick. Ralph, I saw you take a sip of my coffee this morning, and it wasn't the first time either. You know how scarce coffee is getting around here. Please stop sipping my coffee. Wow. Alright, so these guys are starting to get pretty tilted at each other. I'm still lost as fuck. I'd assume it's in here, right? In here? That has to be upstairs. I think I've done everything downstairs. Oh wait, did I go in there? I didn't. I wanted to fully investigate the other building first. Archives. I always get to say that word is archives, and I'm like, ha! Almost got me again, word. Not this time. Miller. Today, one of the guards patrolling the same facility walked by. I asked him if he was keeping an eye on things. I don't think he got it. Nice. Miller, mate. What a fucking legend. If only we could all have a Miller in our lives. We all deserve one. Truly. L.E.A.F may prove to be the pinnacle feat of Pendulum, the ability to manipulate life and death using the God Hand, the agility, the ability to circumvent death, all thanks to the Amrita energy converted from this valley orbs, we can create the ultimate soldier. Mark II success will herald a new wave of iterations. Honestly, the way they've done, like, these orbs obviously have magical abilities to give life or take away life. Why would you put it in a suit that makes you essentially a really fast melee dude? Why not put it in a gun? I suppose they're making a bomb out of it, so that'd work. Edwin makes a show with Virginia all the time, really makes my teeth grind. Everyone knows that romantic involvement between personnel is prohibited, yet no one does anything about it. Why does he get to run around with a girl while the rest of us sit around and play poker for the 9,000th time? Damn it, Matthews, you're supposed to keep that private. Ha 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 ha. Immediately turn those things on, it's going to come back to bite me one of these days.
Welcome to the Pathfinder program. You've been L.E.A.F's newly designed L.E.A.F suit. Do you have what it takes to master the marvels of this groundbreaking technology? Pathfinders are divided into squads of 3. Your objectives include testing L.E.A.F technology and to aid the anthropological effort as we further explore the ruins of this spectacular valley. As such, Pathfinders are granted incredible speed and agility.
To produce bombs of unparalleled yield, we rely upon the life seed housed within a
Unparalleled
reactor
yield.
found deep underground beneath the Soma facility. By harvesting the high energy yield orbs found within the valley, we pass their energy through the life seed, which acts as a sort of amplifier, magnifying the energy to unprecedented levels. The explosives we create here will dwarf anything the Manhattan Project could ever possibly fathom.
Is that all? Depending on the degree of magnitude, certain organisms provide very little amoreto energy when targeted by the L.E.A.F suit's God Hand. Small organisms such as insects, grass, flower, and other less substantial entities provide close to zero energy, thereby affording no value for Pathfinder seek energy. Close to zero, but not zero. So even insects, grass, flowers, which aren't sentient in any way, shape, or form, flowers and grass, that is, are able to think rather. But yet they still have this energy that's classed as life energy. Interesting. So it's not tied to a soul in any way, shape, or form. I thought the bombs I thought the bombs being created were impressive enough, but it's that new weapon prototype that will undoubtedly steal all the attention. It's being called Thanatos. Whoa. Thanatos speechless? Was that Xanatos speechless? Or the Thanatos Gambit? Thanatos Gambit? Clearly I've mixed them up. Soon discover that if the Pathfinder has a vision of their own death, it is in fact them actually dying. Instead of remaining dead, they branch into a new wave of reality, whereupon they continue to live, albeit at the cost of the equivalent amount of life within that branch. If a Pathfinder wearing a L.E.A.F suit dies through some accident, their death is traded with the life of a nearby living thing. They achieve constant immortality. Effectively, those wearing L.E.A.F suits gain the ability to deny the actuality of wave function collapse. In other words, the ability to branch through various objective realities as part of the many-world theory of quantum mechanics. With this ability, Pathfinders have visions of themselves dying. Each time this occurs, something nearby dies, such as an animal or nearby vegetation. Tracing the life seed's location was a simple matter after years of tracking the epicenter of the... Wait, I already did this one? Complete my eyes. Upon immediate examination of one of the orbs, I discovered the vast energy presented. With the help of the Pathfinders, I was able to locate a life seal within the valley. Oppenheimer won't believe his ears when hearing the marvels I've accomplished. When I met Einstein at Princeton, I couldn't help but see a hint of Oppenheimer reflected in him. I was astonished by his clairvoyance into the makeup of our universe, viewing the experience of all things natural and spiritual in perfect unison, with the self acting as little more than an optical illusion in the perpetual flow of the universe. When Oppenheimer and I studied Indology under Arthur Ryder, I could see the same compassion and empathy for all living creatures brewing within him. Hate that annoying pun guy. I went into storage looking for inert gas to fill the glove box. He walked by the last canister in hand and told me it was argon. I hate him. Looks like it's all gone. Quantum death and immortality using L.E.A.F technology is a fascinating field of study. Using this tech, a person could live out a full life without fear of an accidental accident cutting it short. I'll bet the use of immortality is a misnomer. The user simply shifts to a new timeline wherein they are still alive. Wait. Using this tech, a person could live out their full life without fear of an accident cutting it short. I'll bet the use of immortality is a misnomer, as the user simply shifts to a new timeline, wherein they are still alive. So if you get killed in this, you move to a new timeline, which means we're no longer in the first timeline in which we crashed the canoe on the island. We're in a many branch off, however many times I've died branched off. But what about other things? If you kill a deer in this, and it gets shifted to another timeline, and then you retrieve, you give it back the life energy, what happens to the other timeline? For example, an elderly man dying of natural causes is unlikely to shift into a timeline where they did not die, as that parallel world is very unlikely to exist. Let's say you kill someone. We'll say this researcher who gets shifted to a parallel timeline in which he didn't die, or rather I never made the choice to kill him, maybe. No, it's a timeline in which he didn't die, and then I bring him back to life. Does the timeline just copy the one that's been split? Or does the split dude get yanked back to the original timeline? Interesting. And can they bring things back with them from the other timeline? Because that might be a cheat to get unlimited matter. Go there, grab something, pick it up, send it back to the original timeline. And he brings back whatever the matter was, maybe. Thought the bomb's been creative and impressive enough. We've already been here. Very interesting. I'm doing a lot of reading in this place. Oh. What do I heal in here? Oh, that checkpoint's a life energy. It's an interesting story, regardless of how it works.
The valley, it's suffering. The natural life here seems to be slowly dwindling. Edwin thinks I'm crazy, but I see it becoming quieter. Are we gradually killing this place?
Probably, there's probably millions of insects that are dying.
Is stirring up trouble again.
Never noticed because they're so small.
To the last thing I need on my mind. If it weren't for the isolation policy, I'd have her removed from the premises and sent back home.
That's another thought. Does the immortality, because it says it close to zero from insects, but there's literally millions and billions of insects. You could probably just have like farms of insects with enough energy to revive people and just like keep them in containers or something. Or pipes running all around the planet in order to have enough sources nearby that people would never die. Essentially insect farms, but like all over the planet. I'm just solving fucking immortality all over the shop here. Immortality for everyone. remember this place. Wasn't this where I was at the start? Orbs that grow within the valley yield vast deposits of energy. Pendulum aims to win the war. Pendulum. Fuck. I lost my stride. Unbelievable. What do I get? Get what you need faster with the push rod piston maximum velocity upgrade. Maximum velocity.
Our newly developed pushrod piston will allow pathfinders to achieve an unprecedented velocity.
Yeah, but can I do it
By
on
penetrating
flat?
the tunnel rails, the Leaf suit should
Damn it.
conduct enough energy to reach immense speeds.
But I want to be able to do it on level surfaces. I'm fast as fuck, boy. No. Whee. We're zooming along. Made a mistake. Shit. Alright, here we go. Holy shit. It was a big jump. And they definitely played this up for all it was worth. Oh. Oh, we're still running. That's my big ass mountain. It's pretty cool. I'll be bored of it by the time it finishes though. That's pretty cool.
That damned Oppenheimer! A report just came in stating that Manhattan's first yield test was a surefire success. The explosion yielded 20 kilotons of TNT energy. I know I can outmatch this at greater efficiency, but time is running out. I am ordering a 300% increase in production to meet quotas for a megaton blast yield, produced in 3 days' time. But of course, our trump card lies in the Thanatos cannon prototype under development. Its power, unlike anything Oppenheimer could possibly fathom. With this technology, we'll become the closest thing to gods the world has ever seen!
Yikes. I've been putting on the reactors beyond safe limits ever since the ramp up. I feel like I'm risking my life by coming down here for the daily pressure checks. We have better finish up so I don't know how much more the reactor can take. That's what she said. That's also what she said.
Fisher's all but ignoring any of my pleas to slow down what they're doing to the valley. Speeding blindly past the point of no return. Edwin can see it too. The animals have all vanished or died off. Trees are withering away. Even those Amrita swarms have become incredibly aggressive. And the Damon. What will happen to them? With word coming in over broadcast of victory in Europe.
The life seed. The plant of heartbeat. Life seed amplifies any energy that passes through it. More testing needs to be conducted to further learn of its effects.
Warning, solar reactor deactivated.
Astra.
The second facility built within the valley, named Astra, works in unison with Soma. The valley's orbs are harvested at the Astra facility, which then cycles through the Soma reactor to be amplified and returned to Astra for weapon creation. The two facilities are
shit.
interdependent on each other, like yin and yang, to
So we're gonna
maintain a
get
balance.
we're gonna get the big suck. Not good. I'm slow as fuck. Pendulum's bombs rely on Astra's link with Soma. The Astra extractor pulls in energy typically from orbs to deliver to Soma, while the Soma reactor amplifies the energy and sends it back to Astra for weapon creation. Should have known that. Unbelievable. I can explain it. Who'd have thought? Chill. What's going on? Astra.
As a
Killing everyone.
precaution, we cannot allow Astra to operate without a link to Soma. Otherwise, it will pull energy indiscriminately until it has robbed life from the entire valley, or even the entire planet. There should be enough energy within Soma's auxiliary reserves to sustain the link for years. However, if the link to Soma is ever disrupted, Astra will need to be shut down immediately.
Big suck. Stop that immediately. Don't you ever make that noise again.
They
Recorded.
won't listen. The energy they're demanding from the valley is far outpacing whatever can be produced from the orbs. It's killing this place. And we'll lose it forever if we don't do
Oh,
something.
it's probably those diamond things. Create, like, clumped together to make a big one. Because when I stole the energy earlier,
Treason if I'm
it
caught.
turned red and black.
Maybe even executed. But this is larger than me. This valley, it could very well change the world.
Could've.
I have to save it before it's lost forever.
Yeah, these things. You give them the suck and they turn into that. Railway sprint. Oh, I see. It's not like that, he reckons. Looks like something I can climb, but it's not. Whoa! Quick, we gotta turn into a good guy. Heal our enemy to death. It's definitely little dudes combined into one. Because they're all getting killed by the Astra thing. I mean, it just makes sense. Oh. There's never any downward momentum areas. Might have been able to sprint out 100 miles an hour if you never do it. Stop that. Was it Aurora Borealis? Hold on a sec. I think that's what it's called anyway. Oh, hope this doesn't make it lag out. I just realised a download kicked in. Suppose I could cancel it and redo it later. It's already half done. Seems to be recording okay on my end, so. Not sure. We'll assume it's still working. Close. What's over there? Oh, so close. Gotta be able to make that, right? Yes, of course we can make that. What do you think this is? Easy to make, not easy to make. That one's a bit difficult. Easy to make. Oh, we gotta go in. I can't believe we're ramping up production. This seems suicidal. I hope they know what they're doing. I think we're going to end up killing everything in this valley. It's entirely possible.
Word has come in of a suspected attempt to sabotage our operations in Area 634. The report indicates a soldier from the Pathfinder Division may have committed himself to treason by planning to use the Thanatos cannon prototype being developed at Astra to destroy the reactor. The report came from a colleague of the alleged perpetrator, suspecting him as a potential Soviet operative. Since we only have one man's word to go on, we will need to catch him and any other accomplice in the act. As such, guards will be posted discreetly at Astra. Nothing will intervene with Pendulum's completion.
Alrighty. Doors open. Oh shit, what do I do here? Oh. wall services. Let's see.
Private Hendricks, I'm providing your squad with a newly devised magnetic core for your leaf suit so that you may test its limitations. Take your squad to the
That's
train
pretty
loading
cool.
dock connecting to the tram tunnel. It should prove an ample testing ground for this latest upgrade. Report back by the end of the day tomorrow.
No momentum, I'm so slow. Wow. I haven't even been collecting these things whatsoever. Gotta go fast. These damn pathfinders keep getting in the way of our looting. The way they run around on these walls, training for who knows what. They think they own this place. Well, I have a job to do, and I'll be damned if these brash young men put me behind schedule. Okay. Please stop that. Slightly angled downwards. Not good. On that note, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, it's actually freezing here. How bizarre. Member of the Pathfinders Division and an on-site anthropologist have been exposed as traitors during the cover attempt to destroy Astro security personnel. Culprits amid the act and place them under arrest. Anthropologist.
In response to the recent sabotage attempt and arrest of the culprits, I am ordering all Pathfinder operations to be suspended and all Leaf suits to be locked away until project completion. The suits are too powerful to fall into the wrong hands. Additionally, I am requesting all evidence of the sabotage attempt, including Private First Class Edwin Halso's Leaf suit and Miss King's recordings, to be gathered and sent to storage until a proper military tribunal can take place. Until then, all suspects will remain in detention. With the recent increase in production, it should not be long.
No one had access to leaf suits. Astro facility, hey? Okay. Everything's dead or dying. I'm gonna go for that jump I just saw. Oh wait, hold on. Nope. Right, we're doing what I was gonna do. There we go. Are you ready? Oh, it pushes you away. I thought I had it for sure. Damn it. Obviously that way, but I'm gonna have to go this way to do it. Wait, did I get one tap? Really? Really got one tapped. Oh. Did not expect that. By my calculations, the natives who inhabited this land vanished several centuries ago. What happened to them? Where did they come from? Where did they come here? So it's an ideal for agriculture. The best I can reason out, this must have been a sacred ground for them. Land sharks are competing against the raptors today. They're fast, agile, and a little overconfident, but I'm sure we can beat them. That all depends on how new recruits hold up. Hope you'll be cheering us on together. Wish me luck. Like countless other civilizations, many Mesoamericans also believed in reincarnation. This meant no body burning, as the body's vital force must be preserved. The Aztecs believed that our hearts were a fragment of the sun, a piece of the cosmos trapped within each of us. Human sacrifice was seen as repaying the debt of life owed back to the universe. Was that what they were doing here? A sacrificial restitution to the earth? Restitution. As baffling as these ancient ruins are, I see hints of other civilizations hiding within them. The Aztecs believed that life came from gods sacrificing themselves. They produce the sustenance that nourishes life, and a great ongoing sacrifice continues to sustain the universe. They believe that everything springs from the severed bodies, limbs, and heads of these sacrificed gods, while humanity itself are those deserved and brought back to life through penance. It's quite possible we're witnessing reflections of these beliefs here within the valley. Interesting. Oh, I want to so badly. Oh, there's a third tree. Don't worry, I found it. Seems the ancient tree doors operate through the fireflies that inhabit the nearby trees. When a tree is infused with emerita, the fireflies appear to carry it to stones above the door, transferring the energy to open the door for an indeterminable amount of time. The acorn doors operate similarly, as acorns grown from trees in the valley possess traces of emerita. What causes all the trees, coniferous and deciduous alike, to grow these acorns? I'm sure I said that last word correctly. Deciduous. Deciduous? Curious. Pulled together, the Valkyries only have half as many medallions as we need to access the step pyramid. I hear the raptors are a good chunk of the way there, but my money's on the land sharks being the first to enter it. Plain Shark's a pretty good name, to be honest. This place looks fun as fuck. To be so cool to actually use. Oh no, wait. Fuck. Shit. You'd have made a terrible mistake. Get me out of here. Oh shit. Oh my god, I couldn't reach it. That is so rough. I get up to the top and I need to get horizontal momentum. Oh shit. Oh, we're going between his legs.
April 24th, 1943. What is the significance behind these colossal statues found throughout the valley? I find they all look so very voracious. I keep returning to the idea of the mythical Saiteka, the legendary tribe of cannibalistic giants that roamed North America and came into conflict with the Aboriginals. But why would they be worshipped here?
Oh no.
There must be something else to it.
Imagine failing. Giant cannibals, eh? They do not sound very friendly. Oh. Oh no. Imagine messing it up at that point. Unbelievable. As the Astro facility increases output, the orbs can no longer keep pace, as such energy will often be pulled from its surroundings, and those equipped with leaf suits may venture near during increased production. Okay.
Virginia King, May 19th, 1943. The Sisurians, much like other indigenous peoples, seem to hold strong cultural value in legendary creatures. The most notable one being the creature depicted on all these doorways. It resembles the mythological Wendigo, a fierce creature with an insatiable desire to consume flesh. The creature is most often linked with both greed and famine, acting as a balance of nature. Why would this creature hold such a strong cultural significance to them?
Just does okay, don't question it. Good problem. Unbelievable. Shit, where's this Astro
The
facility?
pyramid built by the Sisurians served as a ceremonial structure exalting the Colossi. Along with the
Close.
Titan tree and daemons, they intertwine to form a mythology. From what I gathered, the Colossi were once humans who feasted upon the forbidden fruit, corrupting them into giant monstrosities, cannibalizing their fellow man and devouring all life within the valley.
Oh
Tale
shit.
of caution? Are the Sisurians warning us against abusing the power of the life seed?
Is that supposed to be one of them? If so, they're massive. Getting so low on energy. Oh shit, I'm so fast. See what that looks like when I'm not running around like a spud. Almost there. I'm gonna do a big speedy run. If we can reach max downward speed. Maximum velocity. I feel like I was going a lot faster before. Leg day. Leg skipper upgrade allows pathrunners to run across water for a limited duration. Speed will increase as you run. Okay. I'm up for that.
I have tasked the Valkyrie Pathfinder squad with testing out the lake skipper upgrade for the L.E.A.F suit. The lake near the Astra facility should prove ideal for the assessment. I expect a full report on my desk as soon as testing is complete.
There's another Titan. Oh, that's close. We are zooming. We are fanging it. Barely got to the angle required. That's pretty cool. That's sick. In case emergency measures are in place to contain any core meltdowns within the Astra facility, pumping station will continuously divert water from the lake into Astra until the core cools, averting fallout. Emergency flooding. At which point I'll be screwed.
Environmental obstruction occurring. Please shut down Astra immediately.
Oh no, that wasn't what I thought it was. What was it? It was. Everyone just chill. That's down. That's sideways. Exterminate impurities. What are these guys doing down here? Getting turned into mini bosses for us to fight, clearly. Oh, that's close. Almost didn't jump in time. I'm running real slow now. Oh shit, what's this about? This is where everyone came to die by the look of it. I'm literally one hit off killing him. That is sick. I died when he had one hit left. How annoying. What was that then? Accumulation of all the dead soul things. A mass grave, huh? I have no idea. Find a way out of the cave. What's anything to turn into healthy? I can pick him up from range. I wish I knew that earlier. Aha! Okay.
Imagine a weapon of mass destruction without the structural damage incurred. By extrapolating the mechanics of the L.E.A.F suit's god hand to a larger
Sounds like something that would be abused horribly.
I have devised a weapon capable of stripping all life from cities, even entire nations when used with the life seed. The Thanatos cannon will be the optimal super weapon, rendering all others obsolete. These bombs we're all competing to produce will look paltry in comparison.
What's the whole pain, get a super jutsu that'll, and then hand it out to people so that they'll use it and then no one will ever have wars again? Those are the horrific things that occur.
August 16th, 1944. The latest increase in...
You knew about this the entire time, didn't you?
Miss King, please.
How could you? They're living creatures.
You have no idea what's...
This music sounds like Journey. It's really nice.
You've been using are demon eggs. What you're doing here is...
Fuck, they hatch from the orbs.
Since we had to catch the saboteurs in the act, we allowed them access into the Astra facility during their night of attack. Admittedly, their plan was rather genius. Since Astra and Soma are linked, they intended to fire the Thanatos cannon connected to Astra's thermal storage at the Soma facility's energy reservoir to create a feedback loop of amplifying intensity until the system blows out. Not unlike a microphone to a speaker.
Or you could use it to become invincible.
We had temporarily removed the life seed from the Soma reactor necessary for the amplification, thus creating a harmless feedback loop when they attempted to fire Thanatos. Without the life seed, their plan was doomed to fail from the beginning. I will not tolerate any more disruptions. We have lost too much ground to Manhattan. Operations will resume exponentially. If the orbs will not suffice, then we'll use the damn valley itself.
Oh shit. Okay.
Danger. Thermal core meltdown detected. Cooling protocol initiated. All personnel must vacate the premise immediately through emergency corridors.
Now use everything we ever learned to get out of here, right? Sounds pretty lit, if I do say so myself.
Thermal core heat has exceeded containable limits. Emergency flooding value escalating to contain meltdown. Please exit the premise immediately.
Hey, they're still running around, what the hell? Shit, they're stronger now. Shit, I can't get any momentum going. Well, shit, what am I supposed to do here? This might be the end for me. Thank you, Fisher. Pendulum must reduce production immediately to mitigate its detrimental environmental effects. The world has the right to experience this place smoothly as if nothing is done. Oh right, I'm blind. No one even worry about it.
There's no escape. Everyone. They're all getting killed by these things. These creatures. If anyone hears this, please understand. Please understand what we were doing here. The things we created. The world must see our achievements. Our work will change the course of human history. Whoever holds this technology holds the world in their hands. Remember what I accomplished.
Hey, what? Shit. Takes so long to run uphill. Alright, finally we're gonna get some speed. Hell yeah. Should have bounced. Shit, and then I drowned, of course. Should have known. Thought I was gonna skip across the water. I live. Lucky bit of wood. The old Titanic treatment. Oh shit.
With the combined power of Thanatos and the
Brahmastra.
Brahmastra bomb, the power to control the world will lie within the hands of a small few. Every nation on Earth will tremble.
Oh shit. I just throw achievements at you in this game. Scoring the balance, immortality. Oh, done. That was good. Actually, there's a 6 storyline. Oh. And some cool shit with the superposition and all that. Very cool. Hell yeah, I want to skip the credits. Take grayed out, skip. Well, they win this round. Fuck. No skipping allowed. How long was that? That was only 2 hours and 45 minutes. Wasn't very long. This game's like, fuck, how much is this game? Like $30+. Valley Steam. $20. $28 Australian. $29 Australian. Oof. Bought it so long ago, I can't actually remember. It's the first time I played it. That's fun though. Although there needs to be something to do with running on level ground needs better momentum. Better acceleration, because that's ridiculous. If the turf's flat, you're just slow as shit. You get so used to running at hyperspeed that you want to end it all. Oh, can I skip yet? Come on, man. Tricky, very tricky. It's so tricky about it, holy shit. Oh, barely done. It was a good game. Very fun, buy it on sale. There's enough gaming for me tonight. 2 hours, 39 minutes. I beat 3 games today. That's far too many. Alright. Peace out, my dudes. Have fun.